Last video, we created a button with animation attack. This video, let's create bullet after button attack is pressed. Understand how to create a prefab from object. When prefab is edited, all objects from that prefab will be changed. How to create a new object on screen. Using Instantiate. How to spawn bullet in front of player and destroy bullet after it hit another object. Last video, we created button attack to do animation attack. Just add button T or any buttons you like to call player attack. In player attack, we made player do animation attack already. This video, we will make player throw a bullet after button attack is pressed. To do it, let's add a new void event create bullet. You can get this icon free under video. Make sure it's set as a sprite 2D and UI. Drop it into hierarchy or your game screen. Make its size smaller as you want. Create new folder with name prefab or any names you want. Now, select object meat. Hold and drop it in this folder. You turned it into a prefab already, super easy. You can delete old object meat because you can create it anytime now. What else a prefab can do? Select open to edit it. Let's try to add a C# script on it with name bullet manager. A script was added on prefab meat. All objects that are created from this prefab will be edited too. You can delete the meat icon on screen currently. Open player controller script. First, let's add prefab meat into a variable to call it easier. Name it bullet. Set public to edit it directly on editor. You can see variable bullet on the script now. A prefab is counted as a game object, so you can drop it in this variable. This is how we add a prefab into your script. Now when button attack is pressed, let's create bullet or icon meat on screen. To create a new object on screen, we use Instantiate. It requires an input, is object to make a copy of it. Or you can create it with additional position and rotation. Let's make a copy of prefab meat that we just added it into variable bullet. Press play to test it. When button attack is pressed, new object meat will be created on screen. If you press button attack again, another object meat will be created. But they are created at same location only. This time, let's add position to spawn new object. Second input will be position to spawn new object. Let's try to spawn it at player's position. The third input will be rotation of new object. Quaternion identity is the default rotation. Last input is parent to spawn new object inside. This script is inside object player. If you select parent is this player, all new object will be spawned inside player object. You can set it null, spawn it at root object. Press play to test it. Press button attack. New object was created from prefab meat. It's spawned at player position now. Next, let's spawn it in front of player instead of player feet. Inside player, create new 2D square. Make its size smaller. Change color to black to see it easier. Move it in front of player. Rename it right. Duplicate to create another on left side of player. Name it left. With any color you want. When game is running, object left right will follow player. Now, let's add position of left-right object into player controller script. Type can be game object or transform because we need its position only. With name is right for right object. Set public to edit it directly on editor. Duplicate for object left. You can see variable left and right on your script now. Add object left right to get their transform and position. You can make them invisible by turn off sprite renderer or disable. Objects still follow player, even you disable it. Go back to our script. Instead, spawn new bullet at player position. Try to spawn it at right side of player. Let's test it. Press button to spawn bullet. New bullet was created at right side of player. It is created on right side, even player heading to left. How to know player face is heading to right or left side? When flip X is true, player face is on right side. If false, it is left side. Let's check position to spawn our bullet on left side or right side of player. Name it bullet position. With any position at start. Now let's see player is heading to left or right side. Flip X is inside component sprite renderer. And we already have this component on variable player sprite renderer. Let's get flip X from component sprite renderer of player. If flip X is true, player face heads to right side. If player face is on right side, we spawn bullet on object right position. If player face is on left side, we will spawn bullet on object left. Inside Instantiate, add bullet position into. If player heads to right side, bullet will be spawned on right object. If player face is on left side, bullet will be spawned on left object. To move bullet, we need to use rigid body component. Open Prefab and add rigid body into. To move object, make sure simulated is turned on. We don't use gravity on bullet, set it 0 to make it fly straight only. When bullet hits monster or wall, it will be destroyed. You must add collider to check if it hits any objects or not. Edit size collider as you want. As a bullet, you must check is trigger option, to make it can fly through other objects. Now go back and open your script again. You can create new bullet when button attack is pressed already. Let's add new bullet into a variable to call it easier. var can be any type. The return will be game object. So you can type it game object or just var, up to you. Next, to apply velocity to make bullet fly, you must get rigid body of object first. You can name it any names you like. Use get component to get component rigid body 2D of bullet. Now you can set new velocity for bullet to make it fly. To apply velocity, you apply new vector 2 for its direction. As you know, 1, 0 to move to right side, and -1, 0 to fly to left side. Let's create new variable bullet direction to decide bullet fly to right or left side. If player is heading to right side, bullet will fly to right side. Bullet direction will be vector 2, 1, 0 to move to right. If player head to left side, bullet will move to left. Now add bullet direction to velocity of bullet to move it. Ctrl S, save your script. Press play to test it. Press button attack to spawn bullet. Bullet is created and fly in front of player correctly. You can make bullet move faster by adding speed to it. Create new variable bullet speed with any values you want. Add speed to bullet velocity to make it move faster. Multiply bullet direction with bullet speed. Bullet can move faster as you want now. Open script we created inside Prefab Meet. Remove unnecessary code. First, let's destroy this bullet if it did not hit any objects after 5 seconds. We will use event wait 4 seconds inside IEnumerator. Wait event always come with yield return new. You can limit its time 3 seconds or 5 seconds, up to you. After this time, if this bullet still exists, we will destroy it. This script inside object bullet, so you can call this, they are the same. Now add event destroy time, when bullet is just spawn. Save your script. Press play to test it. After bullet is created, it will be destroyed after 5 seconds automatically. When bullet on screen is destroyed, its game object on hierarchy is removed as well. Let's destroy bullet if it hits a wall or any objects. Because you added collider to this bullet and turned on is trigger. Inside its script, you can use onTrigger enter to check its collision now. You can check if this bullet hit a monster by checking tag. Then add damage to this monster. But we will do it in tutorial of monster. This video, we just destroy bullet if it hits any objects. When you run the game, you will see bullet is destroyed right after it is spawned. I will try to spawn bullet far from player object. You can see what happened now. Bullet can be destroyed if it hits any objects as we expected. I will spawn bullet close to player again. Bullet will be destroyed right after it is created, because it is hit by object player. To fix it, we need to make our bullet ignore collision with player. Let's create new player layer for player object, and bullet layer for bullets. Now add our player to player layer. It will ask you, want to add all children objects inside player layer? Select yes, it will add all objects inside player to player layer as well. Now add our bullet into bullet layer. Open player controller script. In tutorial Cinemachine, I showed you how to ignore collision between two layers. We can use it again now. Player layer will have number is 11 and bullet layer is 12. Add them into our code to ignore collision between bullet and player. Run the game. Our bullets are still destroyed right after created. The reason now is our background that cover all the screen. It collides with our bullet and make it destroyed. Then we need to ignore them as well. Background will have layer at 10. Let's ignore collision between bullet and background. Try it again. Everything works well now. bullet can be destroyed if hit any objects as we expected. Don't forget to subscribe my channel to save this video. Thank you for watching, and see you in next video.